This section deals with adding a transaction or a reminder to an asset. You can only add a reminder or a transaction to an asset that's already been saved in the system. And once you've saved it, you can either locate it through the normal search functions available, or you can, in this case, let's look for the last added asset, which was a cassette recorder in the recently added section. And I'm going to open the cassette recorder. And down here, I see two new icons, one for the transactions and the other for reminders. So to add a reminder or access an existing reminder, you will click on the reminders. There is no existing reminder, so I can add a new reminder by clicking on the plus button. And here I can give the purpose of the reminder. So maybe it is to service this recorder. So I say service recorder. And I want to change the date or the time to, let's say, the 17th of this. And by default, there's a time that I set up in the system setting that is 10:30, but I can always change that if I want. I can make it as 10:35 and then do done and then save this record and save this reminder. So automatically I get a reminder. I got a bit of spelling, that's fine. And that's part of the active reminders. I can go back to the system and I will see that automatically there's a bubble that comes up out here, which has a number 1, which shows that there's one active reminder out here. So the moment this reminder reaches its time of activation of the notification, it'll give a notification to the phone, and then it'll move to the inactive section of the reminders, and this bubble will no longer be available if there are no more active reminders. Similarly, for the transactions, you click on the transaction screen, existing transaction will be displayed. If there's no transaction, you can add one out here. Typically, transactions are to record an event after a reminder has happened, maybe when a car gets serviced or this recorder got serviced and I want to save the details of the servicing, what parts got changed, or maybe saving the bill for the servicing. That all can be done out here. So I can say recorder serviced, and I can, out here, recorder serviced, and do done. And then maybe if I paid an amount of, let's say I paid some 1,500 rupees, so I do 1,500 and I do a done out here, and I want to add an invoice for that. So I could have added it there, but let me add an invoice. I can attach a file, which in this case would be, let's say we take something from the recent, and I'm just going to add anything random out here. And that plus change to a pin to show that there is an attachment already out here. I can go back. And again, you'll see the bubble out here becomes 1. That means there is one existing transaction. I can retrieve the transaction by going here, look at the attachment again if I want to, or close it, come back, delete it if I want to, or I can retrieve a reminder, again, open from here, modify the reminder in case I want to, or not do that, and then come back. So that's the part of adding a reminder or accessing a reminder. And if you want to see all the reminders that are there in the system, you can go back to the home screen and click on the main reminder bell. That will show you all the reminders in the system, active and the inactive ones. Inactive ones are in the past, and active are those are yet to happen. And you can sort the reminders basis the asset, in which case this is the asset, or even by the date in which they will come. So the nearest one, in this case being the cassette recorder one we added, comes up first, and then you see the rest of the reminders. You can modify them from here, you can delete them from here. All that features is available to you here. So that is about adding transactions and reminders.